Descent vehicle on target. Conestoga Mach 3. Chute successfully deployed. We have aeroshell separation. Conestoga Mach 2. Descent engines at full throttle. 1 kilometer. Attitude control malfunction. Attempting auto-correction. 400 meters. 200 meters. 15 meters. Loss of signal.
Despite the setback of the failed test lander, the world is now on the verge of humanity's greatest adventure. The first human mission to Mars. Project Olympus is the culmination of unprecedented collaboration by the International Mars Partnership for this, the most complex space voyage ever. Nuclear thermal propulsion, never before used on a manned spacecraft, will carry our crew to the Red Planet and home again. 4 spacecraft are required to accomplish the mission. SHIRASE, the cargo vehicle. Atlantis, the surface habitat, their home base on Mars. Gagarin, the ascent-descent vehicle, carrying the crew from Mars orbit to the surface and back. And the Terra Nova, the crew transit vehicle for the 19-month expedition. Landing on Mars and taking off will be the mission's greatest and most dangerous technical challenge. But before they can reach the surface, the crew must survive the extreme physical and psychological demands of the journey. Never before have humans traveled so far from home and explored another world in the search for life beyond Earth.
9, 8, 7, 6, reactor active, 4, 3, engine start, 1, and we have ignition for the first human expedition to the planet Mars. Godspeed, Terra Nova.
Houston, Terra Nova, profile is down the middle. Power systems nominal.
Roger that. Telemetry shows NTR status is nominal. Can you confirm?
I confirm, Houston. No constraints.
Roger that.
Lucia, you're missing the show. Don't let them my stomach.
By the way, Terra Nova, you might want to take a look in your rearview mirrors every once in a while. Intelligence reports suggest that the Chinese will launch any day now.
Copy that, Houston. We'll try to hold on to our lead.
Three, two, one. Engine cut off.
Terra Nova, Houston, we confirm ECO. You are go for drop tank detach Alpha 1, Alpha 2.
Drop tank detach, Alpha 1, Alpha 2. Houston, Terra Nova, resetting NTR burn for TMI 2. Mark. 3, 2, 1, ignition.
Roger that.
Houston, Terra Nova, we have an EPS event.
Roger, Terra Nova. We copy that you have an electrical power system event and will advise.
Flight propulsion, go to card TMI, abort.
TMI, abort card sequence up.
Houston, Terra Nova, we are go for abort to Earth sequence. Do you copy?
Terra Nova Houston, stand by on ATE. Falcon confirms your EPS event as BAT 2B. 1-2 temp out of range, safing failed.
Copy that, Houston.
A temperature sensor, right? That's affirmed. Cabin avionics shouldn't be serious.
Shouldn't be. Oh, that's encouraging.
Houston, I show no other spikes. I suspect faulty alarm.
Roger that, Mikhail. Odin and Falcon concur. Do you wish to bypass the alarm?
Antoine, how much longer for burn?
20 seconds.
Houston, I will bypass the alarm. When burn is complete, I will do a visual inspection.
Roger that, Terra Nova. You are a no-go for ATE. Repeat, no-go for abort.
Copy that, Houston.
On my mark, 3, 2, 1. Engine throttle back.
Terra Nova Houston. We show all systems nominal. Perfect burn.
Let's hope that's our excitement for the day. Only 581 more to go.
Cycling down.
Mikhail, start your inspection. Everybody else, prep for spin up. Let's set a record.
We will run cool down thrust for 4 hours, 28 minutes.
Kindly stow your tray tables and return your seats to their upright position. We are go for artificial gravity. Houston, Terra Nova. Spin up for artificial gravity has been initiated. 0.7 G at 4.5 RPM in 40 minutes and counting. We got
Guilty party.
3 burnouts on one board?
Oh, I've seen whole boards go bad.
Not on this vehicle. Here, test them all.
And those 2 cuties. How about Tintin and Milou, my heroes?
Oh, you gotta be kidding. Don't tell me you're naming the mice.
Why not?
They're not pets, they're research tools, an early warning network in case our environmental systems break down. Think of how you'll feel when I have to centrifuge little Tintin's neural matter.
If they have names, we can thank them in prayers for their sacrifice.
Around here, prayers aren't a necessary protocol, Hiromi.
Oh, and over there, that hard-nosed one, that's Lucia.
I know you didn't want Adam to get a new glove till his math grades picked up, but your dad really wanted to get it for him, and, well...
Look, Dad, it's a beauty. Grandpa helped me choose it.
Yep. Bull drove, but your dad really wanted to make the trip with them. And he just seems so much better lately. I just couldn't refuse him, I'm sure you understand. Anyway... I don't think I'm ever gonna get used to this one-way video mail. I liked it better when you were on the moon. A 2.5-second delay I could deal with. You send a message soon, okay? And about our little talk before you left, I do understand. You know that. So, it's 1 week down.
And only 82 more to go. Right, Dad? That's not so bad.
Look at my captain doing dishes here. Yeah, it's the first time we see him do that, and all these times.
Saturday night at the movies.
Can't
Everyone
believe
excited?
it.
Depends on the film.
A little gem for my private collection.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'll ignore that.
So what's the movie?
Rocket ship XM, made in 1950.
The first astronauts sent to the moon miss it and end up on Mars.
Ah, good. Documentary.
Come on, guys, hurry up.
Yes, hurry up, Rick, with my tea, please.
Stand by, everybody. Reduce power.
Now, your computation?
We have to add 12% O3 to A16.
Right. 12% O3 to A16. This means we'll have to rearrange some of the fuel tanks and all the connections.
This is fantastic. It is so bad, it's actually brilliant.
Well, I told you, it's a classic.
It's a classic, all right. I love the scientific accuracy.
What effect it
Oh, the 1950s were simpler, more innocent time.
Meteorites! Look at the size of those meteoroids. What was that?
Sounds like an impact.
Central, report atmospheric pressure. Okay, that's the good news.
There's definitely something moving out there. I know what it is. Man, just what I thought. Look. Arm 2's unlatched and impacting the ESM.
All right, so spin down and reset?
Spinning down will take too long. I need to jettison it now before it does more damage.
Do that and it could impact us even harder if we spin into it.
Now, if If I wait, it could destroy the ESM.
I think she's right. Do it.
Arm 2, emergency disengage.
Now, Jackie.
I have to time the release properly so it doesn't impact the crew hab when we swing around.
Jackie.
That was excellent.
Now what?
It's a power spike from the NTRs.
This can't be good.
Okay, what do we got?
That's strange. All systems nominal.
Confirm that. Could be the arm impacting just disturbed the sensors.
All right, listen, the first thing that we need to do is use the remaining arm to check for damage from those impacts. So let's prep for spin down and get to work.
All right. Coming up on the electrical supply module. Here it is. That's where arm 2 hit.
Status report. Our inspection shows no visible signs of major damage, except for the dented ESM cover. Let's hope that it's nothing worse than that. As far as system malfunctions go, Kyle is running his tests, but we're gonna need some help up here. And it's going to have to be something a little better than we are working on it. And we can deal with random faults in non-essential systems, but we are going to need a root cause for that NTR power spike. I mean, if a similar malfunction were to happen to the propulsion system during a burn, there are only 2 outcomes. And one of them results in loss of vehicle and loss of crew. So don't wait to send us up finished reports. Please just keep us in the loop. Terra Nova out. What is it?
Well, I feel it my duty to remind you that after our first malfunction, Michal only checked the circuit boards and avionics.
Okay, and he found the problem, so what is your point?
My point is, that similar boards are used in every system on this spacecraft. And we've had 2 other events since then.
Okay, thank you.
So, what's this all about?
I wanted to ask if you'd had a chance to check on any other systems yet beyond avionics.
I see. The expert's starting to second guess me now. Well, you can tell him that I drew up a fault tree to reconstruct the arm malfunction and the power surge that followed it. And still, I found nothing. But if he wants, he can go and...
Antoine just brought up a good point, that's all.
Which is?
Which is, either this ship is haunted or we've got serious problems. We've had 3 malfs already. Now, what else have we got to look forward to?
Okay, I will check every system and subsystem, avionics, propulsion, guidance, navigation, control, everything, top to bottom. And maybe, just maybe, in 12 months, by the time we get to Mars, I'll be finished.
Commander Richard Erwin, Psych Assessment Report, February 2nd, 2030. What can I say? As you know, I've never been entirely comfortable with the idea of a self-evaluation program. However, I realize that these findings may be useful for future missions, and so here we go.
Losing the arm so soon really bothers me. Now we only have one and still a year and a half to go.
Despite years of rigorous NTR testing, we evidently failed to detect a performance flaw.
Did I miss something that caused the lock mechanism to fail, or maybe it was unlatched by a SHIRASE command? Either way, I should have been on top of it.
Any irregularity in a nuclear system is cause for concern.
3 malfunctions in a row, just getting started, doesn't exactly inspire me with a great deal of confidence.
Hey, Hiromi!
Yeah?
All hands message coming in.
Jackie, I'm sort of busy right now. I'll watch a replay, okay?
It's from Glenn Hartwell.
Be right there.
Why is Hartwell calling? You think he's gonna order us to abort?
He may.
If he does, can't we just pretend we're not home, you know? Never got the message?
We'd have to pretend we're not home for the next 42 days. We can abort to Earth anytime until then.
Rick? Everyone? I remember getting a call like this when I was commander of the first trip back to the moon. So first things first. We know you're dealing with a few bad boards up there. But you are still a go. The second thing is, pretty much what we're expecting. Looks like you're gonna have some company up there. The Chinese launched at 1800 hours GMT today. According to its trajectory, we know that it will get there ahead of you. But we're all still confident that we have the crew and equipment to successfully complete this mission. Out.
Back in the early days of human spaceflight, doctors learned that people could spend a year or more in zero gravity and still do their jobs well. But when those space pioneers came back to Earth, they could take weeks, sometimes months, just rebuilding their muscles again. So that's why we spin our spacecraft to create what we call artificial gravity. Otherwise, when we land on Mars in 11 months, we'd have to spend the first half of our 60 days there just building our strength to do anything. So, how do we create artificial gravity? Let's look at it this way. Let's pretend this is a beach bucket. Put some water. Hold it by the handle. And swing it rapidly. You'll see that the water stays at the bottom of the bucket, just as if it was standing on the table in front of you. This is due to an effect we call centrifugal force, and that is why I can just stand here and talk to you like this today.
That was a good one.
Good.
And now, next question. A 4th grade class in Los Angeles wants to know,
How do we go to the bathroom in space?
Knight to Queen's, Bishop 3. Check.
Ooh. Bishop takes knight.
Do you think it'd be easier on us if you used a board?
Well, this way there's nothing for Hiromi to knock over when he realizes I'm winning.
Very funny.
Bishop takes bishop.
Ouch. Checkmate in 2.
Of course not. King's knight takes bishop. Queen's rook to king's rook 5. Pawn to king's knight 4.
Check. And mate.
Je pensais que les échecs se jouaient à 2.
In these close quarters, when you play chess, we all play.
Oh, I see.
Come on, Jackie. It's our turn to check the hydroponic rack.
Putain de merde!
Antoine, problems?
The gal is down again. And there's not even hot water to reheat this thing.
Eating mush is bad. Cold mush, intolerable.
Well, it doesn't seem to bother you.
So it is my fault.
Did I say that?
No. But the way you look at me.
Well, I'm sorry if my looking at you offends you.
For your information, I've yet to find a single anomaly that can account for any of these malfunctions. So don't blame me if all the dam breakers in the galley keep jumping.
But all of these problems must have a common cause. And it seems you're still no closer to finding it.
And what have you been doing?
Okay, let's not. No point in getting at each other's throats. We're all working the same problem here. Let's just be grateful that right now there's nothing more serious to deal with than a lack of hot water. We all right?
Yes, of course. We're fine.
Good. Listen, Antoine, I just wanted you to know that if you ever have a problem, you know that you can come to me. But as far as assessing the crew's competence goes, that is my responsibility, not yours. So I'd appreciate it if you kept those opinions to yourself.
Is that an order?
Yes, it is.
May I just say something?
Yeah.
I know that you and Mikhail have long been associates in France. I also know I wasn't your first choice for this mission. In fact, I wasn't your choice at all.
That's right. No, you're right. I expected to be here with Mikhail and Bull.
Your friend.
Headquarters got nervous about the NTRs.
Yes, they wanted the best. That's why I'm here. It's unfortunate that you still don't share their opinion.
Attention. Incoming message.
Hey guys, sorry about the longer than normal delay, but believe me, we haven't been idle down here. We're checking every chip, microprocessor. Well, the bad news is that we're still baffled by all of this as much as you are. Houston out.
Flight surgeon status report, March 28th, 2030. Evidently, all our technical glitches and malfunctions are starting to play on everyone's nerves. Mold from the toilet spill is also becoming more of a problem. Otherwise, the crew are all eating and sleeping well. Morale is steady, and so far, no knife fights.
This is getting intolerable. Antoine continues to challenge Rick, and he has no respect for anyone on this mission.
I'm on this journey for only one reason. The NTRs. To prove that nuclear thermal technology is the only way to go for all future space travel.
Quite honestly, I find him to be aloof and arrogant, and I remain concerned about having a flight engineer by my side that I quite simply don't know very well.
Let's just say that sometimes the engineer-pilot culture can get a little wearing.
It's lonely up here. It's only the six of us, and sometimes I wish I could talk to someone else.
I'm certainly not here for the camaraderie.
I do remain optimistic, however, that Antoine will eventually integrate himself into the team, and of course I will work in order to facilitate that.
Once we get to Mars, I'll get my turn in the driver's seat.
Happy birthday.
Oh. Happy 20th birthday.
Mars years, they're twice
Twice as long.
Or twice as nice. Otanjoubi omedetou.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Itashimashite.
The complete collection, 37 books, 8 movies, 11 radio shows, and 2 television series of Tintin, my hero.
So we have heard many times.
And another one. 20. Thank you, guys.
To Tintin.
And his faithful dog.
You know, I was only 8 the first time I read The Moon Adventure. Tintin and Milou go into space. Never forgot it.
Ah, that explains it. Tintin was your inspiration.
Yes, indeed. And how about yours, Antoine?
War. No, really. A president of France once said, ever since humans began waging war, there's been a permanent race between sword and shield. The sword always wins. I agree. So I build nuclear thermal rockets to give humanity not only Mars, but Mercury, the asteroids, moons of Jupiter, Saturn. They'll make colonization possible. Make us an interplanetary species. Free us from the next extinction event to decimate the Earth. More than likely one of our own doing.
And Rick, how about you? What was your inspiration?
My old man, I guess. He wasn't an astronaut, but he was a naval pilot.
Yeah.
He always wanted to go into space, but he never made it, so.
Well, that's your father's dream. What about yours?
Hey, look at this. Looks like the nutrient settings changed all by themselves.
It doesn't make sense. I changed the circuit board only 3 days ago.
Maybe, but check this out.
Cold mush, no parsley. What's next?
10 years. Billions of dollars, thousands of engineers, and the fans don't even work. Let me look at this again.
May I offer my opinion?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was thinking, why is it we're plagued by constant problems? At the same time, I remembered our mission was moved up in the schedule. Suddenly it all made sense.
What, you think they rush things just to get a jump on the Chinese?
Ah, yes, conspiracy theory.
That's ridiculous. They wouldn't do something like that.
Wouldn't they? I think you underestimate human ambition.
All right. Assuming that it's true, what is your point?
Look behind us. Earth is just a tiny dot in the sky. There may be hundreds of people back there supporting us, but up here, it's just the 6 of us.
Okay, where are you going with this?
I know where he's going, and I think that he's right. Okay, Mikhail, I want you and Antoine to work out some way of bypassing the master boards. We all do whatever it takes to make sure there are no more problems with our critical systems. From now on, we assume that it is only up to us.
Turns out you'll be getting a red Christmas in more ways than one. The Mars Telecom network confirms the Chinese lander has touched down and is operational. Only 22 clicks from your side. Even better, its solar-powered drill has been successfully deployed. I don't know what else I can tell you guys. No one will say it officially, but down here, it's like the old days of Project Apollo. A race. First to find water, first to find life. And I don't have to tell you that our team is expected to win. Houston out.
I guess that's what it's all about now. Winning.
Isn't that what it's always about?
How deep can it go?
Well, it's a wireline drill like ours. And from the amount of cable, let's say 150, maybe 180 meters.
And it's got the instruments to analyze the samples here. Or here.
All right. So if it does hit water, it's got the equipment to test for life.
The case.
Right. Well, then I guess the race is on then.
We're really here, guys. We're really gonna do this.
Yeah, better believe it. Nothing can stop us now.
Jackie, that's called hubris.
Navy did a flyby missing man formation, and Adam stood up, and he saluted when they went over. Your dad was so proud of him. He was so proud of you, Rick. Oh, the nurses said that's all he talked about. His son taking his wings to Mars. It's okay. I know they videoed the service, so Bull's gonna put it into the next batch transmission. I keep forgetting to ask. How was the mold from the spilled water? And did you ever see that commercial for, I don't know, some cleanser? With all of you scrubbing the walls after the toilet broke? Why don't you tell your dad?
Yeah, it was pretty funny. You reminded me of my grumpy janitor at school. But you were really cool, Dad.
That's your son, your #1 fan. I guess that's it for now. We both miss you.
Yeah.
Would you get the door for Bull, honey? I'll talk to you tomorrow. I love you.
I can't imagine worse possible news for you. But what can I say? It was deliberate fraud on the part of the supplier. The only way they could deliver on schedule was to file false reports. Bottom line, some of the boards on the Terra Nova come from untested batches that can suffer random dropouts. There's no way to guarantee a successful Mars orbit insertion burn. So I hate to have to tell you this, but... well, we strongly advise you complete a Mars gravity assist maneuver and enter a free return trajectory back to Earth. Sorry it took so long to find this out, guys. Blame it on us. But hey, you're still going into the history books. So come on home.